On today's show,
Just outside the locker room with girls volleyball.
Scary Staples.
A look into the child development class.
A preview of the Foreign Affairs Club.
And your guidance tip of the week.
More about girls cross country winning FCIACs.
All this and so much more.
Good morning, Staples. Good morning, Staples. It is Thursday, October 30th, the day before Halloween. I'm Bryce Reiner.
And I'm William Feinstein. We have some treats for you today and maybe even a trick or two. But before we begin our show, will you please all stand for the Pledge of Allegiance?
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
To begin our show today, we have a report on some recent activity in the Library Learning Commons.
That's right. Coach Caligari has been busy installing some murals created by Mrs. Wright mural class. Let's see what's happening with that.
We have noticed some new murals in the library, so we met with the teacher, Mrs. Wright, and her students to find out more about them.
I'm Amelia.
And I'm Julia.
I did the mural that is blue and purple all the way on the left wall. And our process for the design was that we did research on abstract murals and we had to incorporate an ink blot in it. And we both worked with a partner and came up with an idea on how to make it abstract but also include the ink blot.
Yeah, it was a really fun process. We did a lot of research before actually starting our mural, and then it was a long process, like picking the colors and the design that we wanted to do, but it was really fun.
So why should students try mural class?
Well, number one, it's fun.
Yeah.
It's so much fun. And number two, you will learn how to research, design, and create a large-scale mural painting using water-based acrylic paints. Also, you'll beautify your school with student art.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
We would like to thank Mrs. Wright and her students for teaching us more about these murals. Now let's throw it back to the host.
Great job, Mrs. Wright. Congratulations to your mural class for their wonderful work. Your murals make our school more beautiful.
Several of our TV journalists became interested in clubs after the recent club rush, so they investigated the Foreign Affairs Club this week and gave us this next report.
Hi, I'm Luca Casito. As you know, last week was Club Rush. In case you missed it, we'll be doing previews of clubs over the next few weeks. This week, we interviewed President of the Foreign Affairs Club, Brandon Mathew. Let's see what he had to say. So Brandon, why did you start the club?
So there are a lot of issues going around in the world today that we should talk about, and basically this club provides an opportunity for students to talk with friends or peers or maybe strangers about these different issues who are also passionate as they are.
What do you do during your meetings?
Well, the meetings pretty much consist of people talking. There's not a lot of writing, no homework involved, just stay in touch with the news, and basically bring your ideas and thoughts, and you can talk about whatever you want to talk about.
Alright, last question. How can people join the Foreign Affairs Club?
So you can join either through Club Rush, which will take place at some time this week. We'll have a booth next week, actually. Or you can Facebook message me or ask to join the group. I know there's a group on Facebook right now. And besides that, just come down to room 1054 every other Wednesday.
Thanks to Brandon Mathew for this club preview. We'll be back next week with another club. Now back to the host.
Great job, guys.
Up next is a piece by Justin and Mathew about our child development program here at Staples. Here it is.
I like coming to school.
I started taking child development freshman year, and then I took child development 2 sophomore year and child study the last 2 years, and it's been so fun working with Miss McClary and getting to know all the kids and everyone in our class.
child development educator here at Staples High School. We run 3 child development courses: Child Development 1, Child Development 2, and Child Study.
I took this class because I love the kids and they make your day so much better.
Some of the things that the high school students get out of being in child study is actually learning how to understand curriculum, implement curriculum. They certainly learn about the children's social, emotional, cognitive abilities. They do a lot of child assessments, a lot of observations on the children, and in the end they have to do a child complete assessment where they put all this information together and it tells the story about the child. It's like taking all these pieces of the puzzle and putting it together, and then with that information we're able to share that with the kids, the child's parents, to see where they are developmentally.
Some advice I'd have for people who want to take this class is it's actually a lot of work. I mean, I know it seems fun playing with the kids because it is fun, but you just need to make sure that you're ready for all the work.
Thanks, Justin and Matthew, for that wonderful report.
While we are on the subject of child development, you may have noticed some little people trick-or-treating around Staples yesterday. Mimi and her group created this report about those little ones.
On Halloween, I'll trick or treat, I'll trick or treat on Halloween. On Halloween, I'll trick or treat, I'll trick or treat on Halloween. On Halloween, I'll say trick or treat. On Halloween, I'll say trick or treat. On Halloween, I'll trick or treat, I'll trick or treat on Halloween. On Halloween, I'll trick or treat, I'll trick or treat on Halloween. On Halloween, I'll say trick or treat. On Halloween, I'll say trick or treat. On Halloween, I'll trick or treat. Trick or treat on my street. On Halloween, I'll say trick or treat on my street.
We have come today, so let's all say hooray! See you another day. Let's be on our way.
Thank you.
Thank you for Mimi and her group on that report on our preschool Halloween celebrants.
Up next is a report on the paranormal at Staples. With it being Halloween, we thought this piece was particularly timely.
For this special Halloween edition of the morning show, Mr. Dodig allowed Ian, Connor, and I to take a look at some of the security cameras and the footage throughout the school. We found some interesting things.
We're here in the main office looking at the security cameras around Staples. Let's punch in camera number 1 to see what we can find and listen to the room.
Looks like camera 1 picked up some paranormal activity. Let's take a look at camera 2 and see what we can find and listen to the room.
We are climbing the stairs to go to the boiler room that you see in camera 3. Here's what we found.
The face of horror at Staples really scared us off, so instead we decided to check out camera 4 and see what we can investigate there.
Instead of taking the stairs down to the boiler room, we decided to take the elevator. Here's what we found.
Hope you're not too haunted by the face of Horace Staples. And now back to the host.
Thanks go to Mr. Dodig and Mr. Lewis for allowing us to enter some of Staples' most protected and haunted areas. The students who created this piece are still in quarantine and in recovery from their experiences. Thanks to all.
Well, after all that, it may come as a relief to you that it is now time for some sports.
Hello, I'm Reed Rizek. Welcome to the sports section of our show. Up first, we have Chris Morales from WWPT and Chloe Resenfield from the girls soccer team. Chris spoke to Chloe yesterday morning before the FCIAC finals. Chris wanted to get Chloe's thoughts about the big game and a quick look back on the girls soccer team's season.
So I'm here with Chloe Resenfield, one of the soccer superstars on our girls soccer team. Chloe, how's it going?
Good, how are you?
So we do understand that FCX is today, from where we're taping. However, I want to know, what are your thoughts before the game, because it'll be interesting to compare them after the game due to the results.
We're confident going into the game. It's definitely going to be a tough game. We lost to Ward in the regular season, but I think our team has really come together and we're looking to make an impact.
And when's the last time that Staples had won FCX?
The last time was in 1995, so before any girls on the team were born.
Wow. And what has the head coach been telling you?
The head coach is confident too. He always just tells us that we're going to do well, and he's also nervous. So.
No, well, definitely do wish you best of luck. We do also understand that States is coming up as well next week.
Yeah, we have some home games, so hopefully some people can make it out to those.
All right, well, definitely good luck to you, and good luck to you in FCX and in States. Congratulations on a very great season to all of our girls soccer players, and let's hope for the best.
Thank you.
Thanks, Chloe, for allowing us to interview you. For a lot of our teams, the state tournaments begin next week. We wanted to wish all our teams best of luck from Good Morning Staples. Up next is this week's coach's tip. We have a bit of a trick for you on this tip, but we hope you find it interesting and inspirational.
For this week's coach's tip, we decided to change it up a little, so we headed down to the guidance office.
Hey everybody, I'm Mr. Brown here in the guidance office, Staples High School, giving you your guidance tip of the week. We're going to start with something nice and easy, keep it straightforward for you. Do your work.
And, more importantly, from Ms. Capozzi, just be nice.
Thank you, Mr. Brown and Mrs. Capozzi, for that great tip. Now let's happily throw it back to the host.
Thanks to our coaches tip team for putting that together. We honestly thank all the coaches who have contributed to weekly tips. We really take them seriously, and this tip really underscores this. Up next, we have a report on the cross-country team.
Hi, I'm Elizabeth, one of the captains of the girls cross-country team. We won FCIAC this past Monday. It was the first time since 1997, which was really exciting because Staples hasn't won in cross-country since 1997 when our coach was a sophomore in high school. It was really exciting because we've worked so hard this season to get here. We also had Hannah DeWalsey back, who hasn't raced yet this season, and Erin was back healthy. So it was really nice to have everyone back and healthy. We still got the rest of the championship season ahead of us, and we're really excited to see how that turns out.
Thanks to everyone who helped us create this report. It has been quite a year for this team. Well, the boys are back with another report from just outside the locker room. This week they wanted to do a little recap on the girls volleyball team. Here it is.
Hello Staples, here we are just outside the locker room with the Staples volleyball team. This is senior Kendall Rockland. How you doing, Kendall?
I'm good.
Alrighty, how was your season this year?
It was pretty good, a lot different from last year, but we did have a lot of fun this season, and we made it to state, so that's exciting.
That's awesome. What were the highlights this year?
Definitely some of our games, but we beat New Canaan, which was a pretty great game to beat. It was really exciting. We beat them in 5. We're called the Comeback Kids. We always lose the first 2 games and somehow end up winning in 3, the last 3. Definitely Wilton, because that was the game that we beat. That was the game that we made it to states in. And even though we lost to Darien, we definitely played our best, so that was exciting.
Awesome. How do you think the team will do after losing such a large senior class?
Well, there was 9 seniors, but thank God our team was pretty deep this year. So whenever one of the juniors needed to step up, and sophomores, whenever they needed to step up, they would always be ready to come in the game and do well. Their passing and hitting is really great, so I'm sure they'll succeed next year and have a great season.
Awesome. Thank you so much for joining us, and you heard it here first, Staples. Let's send it back to the host.
Thanks, guys. Keep up the good work. We always look forward to your reports on our great sports teams here at Staples. Well, we are near the end, but many of you are itching to know how Mr. Klein did this week. Well, I know how he did, but you are going to have to watch the Klein Challenge to find out for yourself. Here it is.
Hello Staples, Klein and Zito here once again for week 7 of the Klein Challenge and week 9 of the NFL season. So a little bit better for me, Zeets.
You're doing better.
I am in a better place
doing
this
better.
week.
It's Coach P's magic.
Coach P's magic, the workouts seem to pay dividends. I had a 3-0 week, my first perfect week since week 1.
Yes.
So again,
your first perfect one.
Feeling a little better about myself.
However, Tripp didn't need Coach P magic. Tripp's magical all himself. In fact, all the students are. How many perfect weeks in a row for the kids?
Unfortunately for me.
Fortunately for the
Tripp Backus, another perfect week from the students. He went 3-0. That makes 4 perfect weeks in a row for the students.
Unbelievable.
They are on fire, as Mr. Griffin would like to say. They are en fuego. That now puts the students at 15-3 overall. I am 12-6 overall, still 3 games back.
And it's not going to get any easier.
But listen, plenty of season left.
It's not going to get any
Okay.
easier. I got the quarterback of the Seattle Seahawks coming up.
Really?
You wait.
I saw a little guy out there.
No. This is number 3.
I hear big things come in little packages. Let's take a look. I am here with Drew Krulowich, who is the next contestant on the Klein Challenge. Drew, thanks for being on the show, buddy.
Welcome.
Okay. Drew is perhaps my most enthusiastic participant ever. He has been harassing me for weeks to be on the show.
Because I know I can kick your butt.
Okay, so now it's time to put up or shut up, buddy. Okay, real quick. One of the toughest weeks ever on the Klein Challenge. There are 6 teams on a bye this week in the NFL, okay, in the NFL. In addition, we have actually taken 4 games off the board because they have double-digit spreads. So that means 9 games left for Drew and I to pick 6 of them, okay? Not easy. So here we go, Drew. Give me your 3 picks for week 7 of the Klein Challenge.
All right, I'm doing the Panthers over the Saints, the Broncos over the Patriots, and the Cowboys over the Cardinals.
Okay, all right. Not bad. Hey, as I said, very slim pickings, which means I am going in this direction. I am going for the Steelers over the Ravens. Okay, that'd be the Pittsburgh Steelers over the Baltimore Ravens and the red-hot Ben Roethlisberger, hopefully to keep it going. This is going to shock some of you, but I got to do it. I am picking the Indianapolis Colts on Monday night over my New York Football Giants. Hate to do it, but hey, Drew, it's about winning.
Wait, so you're a traitor is what you're saying?
I am not a traitor. I am trying to be a winner. And my lock of the week.
Ooh, that's a big lock, all right.
I am going with the Cleveland Browns over the Tampa Bay Bucks. That is it for week 7 of the Klein Challenge. Enjoy the games. Say it with me. See ya! Blah, blah, blah.
Well, the students have had 4 perfect weeks. That is crazy and frankly impossible. But it is true, and so we will have to wait until next time to see if the students can continue to kick Mr. Klein in the pants. I will throw it back to Bryce and Will to close out our show.
Thanks, Reed, and thanks to the students in the Period 2 class for their work on this show.
And if we continue to have good luck and work hard, we should be back next week with our show.
Tonight is Mischief Night, and we hope you use good judgment to be safe and good.
Tomorrow's Halloween, and we hope you enjoy trick-or-treating around town. Don't eat too much candy, and be safe.
Goodbye.
Nice.
Thank you.